I'm gonna give you 4 quick tips for doing something hard. This comes from an email I got this morning from Sena. He's the founder of Spartan, and I loved it so much I wanted to share it with you. So tip number 1, well, first let me tell you this. He gives his brain a name. So the name of his brain is Frank. So Frank normally tells us to do easy things, tells us to relax, wants us to go to a comfortable place, and we have to fight against Frank. So number 1 is recognize Frank for what he is. The voice in your head is built for survival, and sometimes you should trust its common sense, but most often, this is the cool part, most often comfort is Frank's goal, and comfort never leads to greatness. Number 2 is take the hard path on purpose. Override Frank with action. When he tells you to stay in bed, get up and put your feet on the floor before you think. This is wildly helpful for me. I like to prepare every morning before I get up and do my runs. I like to lay out all my clothes, get all of my drinks and supplements in order, so I don't even have to think. I just get up and go through the actions that I set up the day before. Number 3 is trick Frank into thinking you're starting small. So if Frank is fighting you on a hard task, tell him I'll just do 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes can turn into 10 and 10 into hours, so start small. And lastly is remember the reward. The pain is temporary, but the pride of overcoming it lasts forever. The view from the top is always worth the climb. I think about this on some of the long ultra distances I've done, where I've been in the middle of the pain, and I'm like, why am I doing this? And I've got to remember the reward of what it's gonna feel like to cross that finish line, how good it's gonna feel to sit down after being on my feet for 10, 15, 19 hours and remembering the reward. So those 4 things again are recognizing Frank for what he is. He wants you to be in a place of comfort, and you've got to fight that. Number 2 is taking the hard path on purpose. Number 3 is trick Frank into think you're starting small. And number 4 is to remember the reward. So let's remember those 4 things today. Let's start doing hard things on purpose, not for the sake of just putting ourselves in painful spots for no reason at all, but for the purpose of getting better and being stronger. Let's go do this today.